Men created religion because they were jealous that women created life. So, like I said in part one, women don't just carry life, we create it. Now, I'm gonna need y'all to hold on again because we're gonna get through a lot in a very short period of time. Now, listen, if part one shook your spirit, baby, buckle up because I'm just getting started. So, let's talk about how life actually unfolds, not just from the womb, but from the blueprint. See, the world seen through patriarchal lens is so obsessed with so-called masculinity that they forget to tell y'all the truth. Every human being starts off as female. And that's not up for debate. Now, I've seen some of y'all try to argue that there's some sort of neutrality during the early gestation periods, but there's not. From a biological standpoint, maleness is a mutation of the default female form. It is not the starting point, it is a divergence. And no matter what chromosomes you have, if that SRY gene on the Y doesn't activate and activate properly and begin a mutation process, you will continue to develop as a female. Notice I said continue because you were already female. So when I say maleness is a mutation, I'm not being rude or poetic. I'm being biological. Because see, the feminine doesn't just come first. She is first. The template, the blueprint, the divine design for life itself. Now let's quickly talk about those parts y'all love to flex. The ones that make y'all so manly. That penis you're so proud of, yeah, that's just an elongated clit with an echo. And those balls, just your labia trying to cosplay masculinity. And before testosterone showed up, you were indeed a her. And your biology knows it, even if your pride doesn't. And now that we've cleared that up, let's talk about the masterpiece that they try to minimize, the womb. See, the womb is not just a container, she is a portal. The only place in the known universe where spirit becomes matter, where the unseen becomes seen, where the soul takes on flesh. And that's not symbolic, that is sacred technology. And yet you all have the audacity to try and reduce that to just an incubator. And the funny part is, deep down inside, you know there is no machine that can summon spirit. There is no code for the cosmos. Only the womb holds the key, and only we hold the womb. Because Pookie do. If it were that easy, y'all jealous asses would have built the Bro Breather 2000 by now and started having babies you didn't want just to spite us. But you can't. Bless your hearts. Let me quickly remind you what a woman's body actually does and what it takes to incubate a baby. First of all, she builds an entire universe from scratch. She takes a single cell and turns it into trillions, creating bones, nerves, skins, lungs, a heart. No manual, no instruction, just divine coding. She grows an entirely new organ, the placenta, just to feed, oxygenate, and protect the baby. She literally breathes for two, splits every heartbeat, every bit of food, and pumps 50% more blood through her veins just to keep them both alive. Her immune system shapeshifts. Her organs play musical chairs. Her heart grows larger, her lungs get squished, and her intestines get shoved up into her ribs, making room for the new life. Her joints loosen, her ligaments soften, and her pelvis, it literally starts pulling itself apart. And when it's time to bring that baby earthside, her body endures contractions that measure up to 57 decibels of pain. That is equivalent of breaking 20 bones at once. And most women do that without medication. And after enduring all of that, her body still isn't done. Her breasts don't just produce milk, they create customized medicine. Her body reads the baby's saliva through breastfeeding and literally alters the composition of the milk, adding antibodies, fats, nutrients, hydration, or anything else that the baby might need. And that's not just biology, baby. That is sacred alchemy. That is intelligence at a cellular level. That is a sacred system so advanced that science is still trying to catch up. But even then, she's still not done. Because long after that baby is born, the mother continues to carry that child inside of her. During pregnancy, cells from the baby cross the placenta and embed themselves in the mother's body, in her bloodstream, her organs, and even her brain. This phenomenon is called Microchimerism. And it means that for the rest of her life, A mother holds a piece of her child within her. She is not just emotionally connected, she is genetically bonded, eternally, spiritually, cellularly. And this connection goes one step further. When a woman carries her daughter, she's not only just carrying her baby, she's also carrying all of the eggs that her daughter will ever have. That means a grandmother carries her grandchildren inside of her womb before they are ever even conceived. And that's not just reproduction. That is divine legacy. That is matrilineal memory carried through mitochondrial DNA, the only DNA that never gets diluted by a man. The original blueprint, passed from daughter to daughter to daughter to daughter, unbroken. And no matter what you say or what patriarchal lies you tell, you men could never. And that's why you mad. And that's why you jealous. And that's why you make up shit. And don't get me wrong. This isn't to say that men are useless, have no value, or contribute nothing. But it is to say, let's be clear about what that contribution is and what it is not. Because for far too long, patriarchy has lied about